You've worn a still suit before.
No, this is my first time.
Your desert boots are fitted slip fashion at the ankles. Who taught you to do that?
Seemed the right way.
Ye shall know your ways. You've worn a still suit before, haven't you? No, it's my first time. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thanks for clicking on this video today. I want to watch Dune 2021 movie. So I haven't seen this movie, obviously, and I've seen the old Dune movie. I read all the books when I was much younger. It's like a teenager, probably high school, I imagine. I got really into it. I read Dune, Dune Messiah, Children of Dune, and God Emperor of Dune. So I was totally into these books at the time, and then the movie came out, and I remember I like the 80s movie now, but it's still kind of cartoonish in a way and has no real gravitas. That those books are so heavy, you know. I think Sci-Fi Channel did one, and I remember thinking it was real good, except for I don't think I ever saw the second part, or maybe they never finished it or something. So I'd love to see this new one. Let's just get going. It's 1,000,000 hours long. I'll probably do it in 2 parts. Maybe I'll use my actual headphones, actually, because I bet the sound is really good. Alright, let's do it. Dune. Whoa. It's already trippy.
My planet Arrakis is so beautiful when the sun is low. You can see spice in the air. At nightfall, the spice harvesters land. The outsiders race against time to avoid the heat of the day. They ravage our lands in front of our eyes. Their cruelty to my people is all I've known. These outsiders, the Harkonnens, came long before I was born. By controlling spice production, they became obscenely rich. Richer than the Emperor himself.
Dude, this is unreal.
Our warriors couldn't free Arrakis from the Harkonnens, but one day, by Imperial decree, they were gone.
Wow, look how big that ship is.
Why did the Emperor choose this path? And who will our next oppressors be?
Wow.
Father wants you in full dress before the Emperor's herald arrives.
Why do we have to go through all this when it's already been decided?
Ceremony?
Thank you.
If you want it, make me give it to you. Use the voice.
Mom, I just woke up.
This stuff is so fucking cool. I forgot all about all this shit.
Give me the water.
The glass can't hear you. Command me.
Whoa. I forgot about the voice.
Almost.
Almost?
Bene Gesserit skills take years to learn, Paul. You look tired. More dreams?
No.
Liar.
The Fremen share the deep desert with the giant sandworms. For the Fremen, spice is the sacred hallucinogen, which preserves life and brings enormous health benefits. For the Imperium, spice is used by the navigators of the Spacing Guild to find safe paths between the stars. Without spice, interstellar travel is impossible, making it by far the most valuable substance in the universe.
That's so cool. God, everybody looks so fucking freaky. Is that Duke Leto? Is that what his name was?
Smile, Gurney.
Man,
I
Gurney.
am smiling. How much will it cost them, traveling all this way for this formality?
3 guild navigators, a total of 1.46 million, 62 salaries round trip.
Oh, that's I forgot all about this shit. The mentats. They could do calculations.
By the grace of Shaddam, fourth of House Carino, I stand before you as herald of the change. We're witnessed by members of the Imperial Court, representatives of the Spacing Guild, and as sister of the Bene Gesserit. The Emperor has spoken. House Atreides shall immediately take control of Arrakis. Do you accept?
We are House Atreides. There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray. The Emperor asks us to bring peace to Arrakis. House Atreides accepts! Atreides!
Your seal?
Oh shit. I'm glad I read those books because I feel like I have way. Otherwise, I'd know none of this shit.
It's done.
I kind of know what the whole thing with her is. Dude, the effects of the ships and stuff on the show is trippy.
Oh boy.
Hey, so you're going to Arrakis tomorrow with the advanced team?
Yes, I'm going to Arrakis tomorrow with the advanced team.
I've been having dreams about Arrakis and the Fremen.
Okay.
I saw you with the Fremen.
So I do find them. There you go. That's a good omen right there, right?
Saw you lying dead, fallen in battle.
First off, I'm not gonna die.
You're not taking me seriously.
That's why you want to come with me. Listen, dreams make good stories, but everything important happens when we're awake. See you in Arrakis, my boy.
So while I do remember some of these kind of characters and things, I don't really remember what the plot of this movie is exactly.
Father, I'd like to ask to join Duncan, Idaho on a scout mission to Arrakis tomorrow. I've studied the Fremen language. I'd be an asset.
Out of the question. They'll travel in a few weeks to Arrakis like the rest of us.
I've been training my whole life. What is the point if I'm not allowed to face
You
some
know
actual
why,
risk?
Paul? I need you by my side. When we get to Arrakis, we'll face enormous danger.
What danger? Fremen? The desert?
Political danger. The great houses look to us for leadership, and this threatens the Emperor. By taking Arrakis from the Harkonnens and making it ours, he sets the stage for a war, which would weaken both houses. But if we hold firm and tap the true power of Arrakis, we could be stronger than ever.
What does that mean? Mining spice, keeping the Fremen in their place? We'd be no better than Harkonnens.
No, by making an alliance with the Fremen. That's what I've sent Duncan, Idaho to arrange. I want you sitting in on my council. Learn what I do.
What if I'm not Dad? I'm the future of House Atreides.
I told my father I didn't want this either. Your grandfather said, a great man doesn't seek to lead. He's called to it. And he answers. And if your answer is no, you'll still be the only thing I ever needed you to be. My son.
That's pretty touching.
Don't stand with your back to the door.
I can tell it was you by your footsteps, Gurney Halleck. That's rude.
Oh, that's right. They got these cool.
Come on.
You can only penetrate the shields if you move slowly. That was brilliant idea. 'Cause how do you, when you're moving fast, suddenly move slowly?
Guess I'm not in the mood today.
Mood? What's mood to do with it? You fight when the necessity arises, no matter the mood. Now fight!
I have you.
But look down, my lord. You're to join me in death. I see you found the mood.
That shit was cool. Wow, that was well done.
Will it be that bad?
You don't get it, do you? You don't really understand the grave nature of what's happening to us. For 80 years, Arrakis belonged to House Harkonnen.
80 years of owning the spice fields. Can you imagine the wealth? You never met Harkonnens before. I have. They're not human, they're brutal.
Jesus. Nice.
Lord Baron. Rabba. The last of our ships have left Arrakis. Uncle, how can we let this happen? How can the Emperor take everything we've built and give it to that Duke? How?
Don't be too sure it's an act of love.
What does he mean?
When it's a gift, not a gift. The Atreides' voice is rising. And the Emperor is a jealous man.
That's the dude from, I just remember that voice sounds like the dude from, Chernobyl. There are also hints of Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now going on there. Everyone's so creepy in this movie.
What's wrong?
Get dressed and come with me.
I know what this is too, because this scene in the book is so vivid. Even I was like 17 when I read it, and I remember just being, I still remember it, the description. This is going to be good.
What is this?
The Reverend Mother Geist Limmerheim is here. She was my teacher at the Bene Gesserit school. She's now truthsayer to the Emperor himself. She would like to meet you.
His heart is strong as ever, my lady.
Oh, fuck. Oh, this is the Gom Jabbar.
Leave us.
You must do everything that my Reverend Mother tells you.
You dismissed my mother in her own house.
Come here.
How dare you use the voice on me?
Put your right hand in the box.
Gom
I hold at your
Jabbar.
neck the Gom Jabbar. Poison needle. Instant death. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain.
How are they going to show it? She's basically willing to potentially sacrifice him.
Silence.
Salome, man, it's a good actor.
You must not fear. And where the fear is gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.
Enough. If you had been unable to control your impulses like an animal, we could not let you live. You inherit too much power.
Well, because I'm a Duke's son?
Because you are Jessica's son. You have more than one birthright, boy.
God.
Tell me about these dreams.
I had one tonight.
What did you see?
A girl on Arrakis.
Have you dreamt of her before?
Many times.
Do you often dream things that happen just as you dreamed them?
Not exactly.
Goodbye, young human.
Human.
I hope you live.
I hope you live. Jesus.
The Bene Gesserit serve as powerful partners to the great houses, but there's more to it.
You steer the politics of the Imperium from the shadows.
Thousands of years, we've been carefully crossing bloodlines to bring forth
One?
a mind powerful enough to bridge space and time. We think he's very close now.
All part of the plan.
So it's not so much a prophecy as it is a plan, which is cooler, actually. It's a little scientific.
To fear what?
For fear.
Young master, how does it feel to walk on a new world?
Exciting, to say the least.
My advance team has secured the city. We're still smoothing out a few rough spots.
Damn, look at her thing she's wearing. What does that mean, we wonder? We wonder. Don't we?
Don't be fooled by the welcome. They follow their old master's rules, mandatory attendance. That's hearkening love out there. The heat can kill in this place.
Oh yeah, these are these weird dragonfly looking things.
What are they shouting?
Lisan al-Gaib. Voice from the outer world. It's their name for Messiah. That means the Bene Gesserit have been at work here.
Planting superstitions.
Preparing the way, Paul. These people have waited for centuries for the Lisan al-Gaib. They see you. They see the signs.
You see what they've been told to see.
That's kind of interesting too. I forget what Muad'Dib is. That's another thing. I think it comes from the Fremen, but he's Paul Muad'Dib. Guess we'll find out. Those things look so cool. Rad.
So quiet.
That's what worries me, too.
There's a spaceport, and that plume of dust there is the spice refinery. Our two most vulnerable points. I want you guarding them. If we can't refine spice and ship it off-world, we're dead here.
My lord, the sun's getting too high. We need to seal the doors.
To shower, you scrub your ass with sand, my lord. That's what they say.
Huh.
Candidates for a housekeeper, my lady.
What is your name?
Shadow Mapes, my lady.
The rest of you may go. I know that you have a weapon concealed in your bodies. I must warn you, whatever you're hiding, it won't be enough.
The weapon is meant as a gift.
Oh, it's one of those, like, bone knives or whatever?
It's a grist knife.
Do you know its meaning?
It's a maker.
The maker of the deep desert. When you have lived with prophecy for so long, the moment of revelation is a shock. Lisan al-Gaib, the mother and the son. It is yours. Tooth of Shadow.
Oh yeah, it's the tooth of the worms. This is trippy. Got palm trees.
You should be out here this hour of the day.
They're out here.
Fremen pilgrims. They don't care about heat stroke.
I don't know date palms could even be found out here.
These aren't indigenous. They can't survive without me. Each one of these drinks every day the equivalent of 5 men.
Should we remove them? Save the water?
No. These are sacred. Old dream.
What do you mean, old dream?
To avoid making rhythmic noises which attract the sandworms, the Fremen cross.
Oh, that's right.
The sandwalk, a dance-like motion with irregular rhythm.
I forgot about that.
The shepherd's tree has the deepest documented roots, stretching more than 450 feet deep. These plants cling to life.
Oh, yeah. This is this assassination thing. I remember this from the book, too. I forget what happens. He has to stay real still or something. Oh, shit.
It's a hunter-seeker. The operator must be nearby.
The Harkonnen agent was cemented into that hole 6 weeks ago. Ran the hunter-seeker through a water pipe inside the walls. Sire, I failed you today. There's no excuse. You have my resignation.
You would deprive us of your talents at this time.
Sire, my honor demands...
They tried to take the life of my son! I don't give a damn about your honor. You want absolution? Go catch some spies.
Yeah, no fucking shit. Just fire somebody the first time. What the fuck?
The thing must leave.
You can speak without fear. Our pet doesn't understand your language.
Get out!
Apparently.
It understands. Activate silence.
Oh, they're in silence.
It must never be known.
There's no satellites over Arrakis. Our traders would die in the dark.
Duke Leto Atreides means nothing to our order. But his wife is under our protection, and by extension, her son. Allow them the dignity of exile.
House Harkonnen would never dream of violating the sanctity of your order. I give you my word.
He has a great voice for this.
If the Duke's son lives...
No Atreides will live.
My lord, you gave your word to the witch. And she sees too much.
I said I would not harm them, and I shall not. But Arrakis is Arrakis, and the desert takes the weak. My desert. My Arrakis. My Dune.
All Atreides who catches hunter-seekers in his bare hands like a hero of old.
Thanks for the humiliation, old man.
I keep an eye on you.
The Harkonnens were taking 10 billion Solaris out of here every year. We won't see profits like that for a while, not with the equipment they left us.
How bad is it?
These are spice silos. We're meant to fill every crate, every 25 standard days.
Isn't there a judge of the change to oversee the transition?
Dr. Liet Kynes, Imperial Ecologist.
I want to see these harvesting fields myself.
Take care of them, they're friends. Douglas! Ah, my boy!
Is Duncan Aquaman?
For 4 weeks, I lived with the Fremen, hidden in the desert in a community called the Siege. Stilgar, the leader of that Siege, has come with me to meet you, sire.
How big was the place?
I'd say 10,000 people, and there are hundreds of Sieges.
Millions of Fremen.
The Harkonnen estimate was 50,000 on the whole planet.
Stilgar. Welcome.
Hold. Thank you, Stilgar, for the gift of your body's moisture. We accept it in the spirit in which it was given.
I forgot about that. I think that was a thing, too, in the book.
I'm glad you've come. I believe your people and mine have much to offer one another.
You are outworlders. You come here for the spice, you take it, giving nothing in return.
That's true.
Name what you want.
I ask for this. Do not seek our sieges. Do not trespass in our lands. So come and dig your spice, but when you have it, go back to this side of the shield wall and leave the desert to the Fremen.
You will address the Duke as my lord or sire.
Yeah, cut that bullshit with these.
The Emperor has given me Arrakis as my fief to rule and protect. I cannot promise not to travel into the desert if duty compels me. But your sieges will be yours forever, and you will never be hunted while I govern here.
That's very honorable. I must go. That's all I have to say to you.
Won't you stay? We would honor you.
Honor requires that I be elsewhere. She.
Ooh. That was weird.
I don't like him. Our plan bears fruit.
But it will take time.
Yes, it will take time.
It's wild. You honor us with your water, Spotty's water.
The moons here have a magnetic field, so a simple compass needle won't point north. Takes a clever piece of clockwork to sort it out.
The Fremen make these?
And still suits and sand compactors and all kinds of ingenious things.
My God, man, you've gone native.
You admire them?
I do. They're fierce, but loyal. They're attuned to the desert. Part of it.
Yeah, man. Frank Herbert wrote these books. This was a real crazy world building exercise. Like how you have to walk, yeah, because the worms' rhythmical beats like attract them. So you can't even just walk normally or they'll hear it.
Dr. Liet Kynes.
My Lord Duke.
Thank you for the still suits.
They are Fremen make. The best. With your permission, sire, I must check the integrity of your suit.
Oh, it's all right.
Jesus.
We're in your hands.
In good working order, your suit won't lose more than a thimbleful of water a day. Let's have a look at you, lad. You've worn a still suit before.
No, this is my first time.
Your desert boots are fitted slip fashion at the ankles. Who taught you to do that?
Seemed the right way. Are you from it?
I am accepted in both siege and village. Now, come and see the spice sands on which your livelihood depends.
Ye shall know your ways. You've worn a still suit before, haven't you? No, it's my first time.
What would you do if your ornithopter went down out here?
You wouldn't want to go down out there. It's worm territory. If you get a little higher, you'll have a better view.
Some shit's gonna go down.
You see these spotter aircraft looking for worm sign. Worms travel deep, but get closer to the surface when they attack. If you are patient, you should see one.
Why don't we just shield the crawlers?
It attracts the worms and drives them into a killing frenzy.
Is that a worm?
Oh, hell yeah.
Big one. You have good eyes. Calling crawler Delta Ajax Niner. Worm sign warning. Acknowledge. 3.7 kilometers.
Delta Ajax Niner, this is Spotter 1. Worm sign confirmed. Worm is on intercept course to your position. Contact in 5 minutes.
So what happens now?
They'll call a carryall to lift the crawler. They'll harvest right up to the last minute.
Anybody got a visual on the carryall?
There it is.
Copy Alpha Zero. Initiating docking sequence.
Oh, shit.
It's one of the anchors. It's dead.
How many men on that crawler?
Crew of 21.
Our ships can take 6 each.
It's still 3 short.
We'll find a way.
We're coming down to extract the crew of Delta Ajax Niner.
Seems like a not a very good system.
Paul, I want you at the back of the thopter. Guide them in.
Put 7 men each in my ships now.
Wow.
It's getting close, guys. We better abandon ship now.
Where are they?
To go to full out of spice. We can't just leave it.
Damn the spice! I want every man off that crawler now!
Yeah, I mean, you're risking the Duke and his son.
7 over here, 7 over there!
Paul? What is he hearing? Paul! Paul! Fuck, dude.
Recognize your footsteps, old man.
Get up! Come on, let's go!
Holy!
Bless the Maker and his water. May his passage cleanse the world and keep the world for his people.
Holy fuck. They got more than they bargained for.
You cannot take such risks. Yes, sir. You have responsibilities.
I'm sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Go.
Sorry, sir, I won't have it again.
Everything they've left us is in shambles. We've been set up to fail.
That carryall was just old. The desert isn't kind to equipment.
You know what will happen if I don't get spice production back on track.
I'm not here to take your part. Arrakis has seen men like you come and go. Take good care of your family. The desert's not kind to humans either.
So this has been great so far, let's just say. This has been unreal. You know, I remember the still suits, you know, and I remember the Gom Jabbar, and I remember, you know, I was really into that book. And so I remember, like, all this cool stuff, the Fremen and their weird walking ways and all that kind of stuff. Really, nothing has even really happened yet. So we know this is part 1 of 2. So it's a 2.5-hour movie, and it's only part 1. So whatever the plot is, the bulk of the plot has yet to even start, really. Leto and his family come and take over Arrakis. And the Harkonnens go away, and there's tension there. That's how it starts, And that's basically all that's happened. So they've had all these scenes that have kind of like introduced us to these concepts, like the shields, you know, that you fight with, or the weird stuff like the Hunter Seeker, you know, or the Gom Jabbar and the Bene Gesserit. Like, they've had to kind of introduce us to these things, you know. So now we just had a really great scene where we sort of saw a hint of what these worms look like, you know. They could do all these books. If they're I feel like this is going to be really high quality. Obviously, it is so far. But yeah, this is super interesting. It almost makes me want to read the book again, or at least get a copy of it. I don't think I have a single copy of a Dune book here in my apartment, just to peruse. Like, subscribe, comment. If you like the full reaction to these videos, the link is down below for my Patreon. And we'll see you next time. All right, bye.